Hi, I'm Kelly from Kelly Jones Jewellery. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this cute little pendant. It's quite simple. And this design, it just uses one piece of base wire and a short piece of weaving wire and a little bead. So you need to have a drilled bead. You can use any shape bead. It doesn't have to be a heart-shaped bead like this. It can be any shape, any size, as long as you can fit your wire through the middle of it. I've put a list in the description below of everything you'll need to make this, and there isn't much you'll need today. I think that's it. I've put links to my Facebook and my Instagram on there too. To make this pendant you'll need 0.8mm wire, and it's just the one length of 0.8, that's 20 gauge, and it's 10 inches, that's 25.5 centimetres. You need 0.3mm weaving wire. You only need 100 centimetres. I've wound mine onto a bobbin. If you don't have a bobbin, you can just cut lengths as you go. Now for this design you can use any bead. This is a bead, it's got a hole drilled from the top to the bottom. You can use any shape, any size. If your bead is considerably larger than mine, then you need to add a few inches to your wire. Tools, I've got pliers, round nose pliers, wire cutters, nylon pliers and bail pliers. If you don't have nylon pliers, don't worry, you can just, I'll use these just for straightening the wires and flattening the weave. And if you don't have bail pliers, you just need something small like a pencil or something just to wrap the bail around at the top there. So now you need to thread your bead onto your wire, and then you need to position that at the centre of your wire, and then bend it around quite tightly to the back. Now you've got two wires coming up to the top there. Bending this wire over because I want it to be nice and tight against the bead, and then I'm going to straighten it back up. So the wires sit next to each other. So if your bead is really thick, you just need to make sure that that wire comes over and sits next to the wire coming out the top. So now I'm going to weave across these two wires. So we go 3 wraps around the bottom wire. And then 3 wraps around both wires. And we'll repeat that. 3 wraps around the bottom wire, 3 wraps around both wires, and push your weave together as you go. So I've done 12 repeats of that weave. Make sure your weave is all pressed together. I like to flatten my weaves as well. And cut that tail end off. So now I'm going to bend it around. If you don't have bail pliers, you could use a pencil, or you could just use your fingers just to bend it around. I'm going to use my pliers. And then to get the shape on the back, I'm going to bend those wires out. got a little bail on the top there. So then I'm going to take these 2 wires and I'm going to pass them over the top of the stone, trying not to misshape it too much. I think I can cut off that weaving wire now. So make sure your bail is nice and straight and those wires come to the front. I'm going to bring 1 wire up and 1 wire down slightly. They cross over each other at the front there. And this one I'm going to scoop around to make a little loop at the bottom. And then the top one I'm going to scoop around to make a little loop at the top. I want the loops to be roughly the same size. I think my top one is a bit smaller. So then once you're happy with your shape, holding the front in place, I'm going to bend these wires around to the back. Like that. And then the 1 wire I'm going to take behind this wire here, so I'm going to make a gap, and this will make the back wire really tight against the stone. So I've got to make sure I don't misshape the front there. Pull that wire over the back, and I'm going to cut that wire. I'm going to bend it around. Keep checking the front to make sure I'm not pulling it out of shape. And I'll tighten that up in a minute. So I'm going to leave it loose for now, or I just secure the other one. The other one I'm going to take around the back, and I'm actually going to put it through the bail and go around the bottom of that weave there. You can take both the wires around the bottom of that weave if you like, but it does get a little bit untidy if you've got a lot of wires going around the bail. I just thought it looked a bit neater if we put one around that back wire. So again, keep checking your shaping, because if you pull it too much, these loops will slide around to the sides a little. So I'll cut that now, about there. Cut a bit off that one as well. Make sure I haven't misshapen it. And then I'll finish that wire around there. finish that wire around there, and then I'm just going to squeeze those in place with pliers. And that's it. And there we have it. Cute little pendant for you. Please don't show images of the back when you share your work online, because you will give the design away, and I do want people to come here and watch my videos on here. I do get people asking me, why do we have to mention you, and why can't we just show people how it's made if it's a free tutorial? Well, my channel is monetized, so I do want people to come here to my channel and come and watch my videos, and I really appreciate all you guys supporting me and watching all my videos. And please subscribe if you haven't already, and thanks to everybody who has. And I'd love to see all your finished work. If you're on Facebook or Instagram, please tag me so I can have a look. Thanks everybody, bye. I've recently finished a written tutorial on bails. A bail is the top little woven bit on a pendant where you put your cord through, and it can be quite a challenge sometimes, it is, to complete the bail. So I've done a written tutorial all about bails, and I've done multiple different designs, from simple basic designs to the slightly more complex ones. And I've used this little basic design throughout. I've put on there how you do the wrap around the stone too. There's one in there for capturing the little stone on the top there, and there's this multi-layered one as well. Whoops, multi-layered one as well. And so it's all in there, a written tutorial all about bails if anybody fancies a challenge.